Welcome in, everybody. We've got a lacrosse matchup this afternoon. I'm Nathaniel Hipsley. Joining me in studio today is Ben Quackenbush. Two of us are going to be on the call today as the Warriors of Winton Woods take on the Yellow Jackets of Taylor. We're going to take a moment of silence real quick as we play the national anthem.
Thank you.
Alrighty, so here we have a good matchup today. Ben, what do you see so far?
Winton Woods comes into an 0-4 start of the season, struggling by creating the ball, and this might be a good matchup for Winton Woods to regain their strength off the pitch and on the pitch, and hope they get a win.
Yeah, I think both teams come in looking for their first win of the season, so hopefully the Warriors can bring home a win today, but standing in their way are the Yellow Jackets of Taylor, a certainly respectable squad. So should be some good lacrosse played here on just a beautiful, beautiful afternoon. We're looking at about 60 degrees last I checked, warm ambient temperature, and it's a good day for lacrosse. We'll get you underway here in just a little bit. They're going to read us the opening lineups, and as soon as we know, we will let you know.
As a Winton Woods student, it's a very great athletic program for all the sports of Winton Woods history. Making 5 state championships in 2 years in all athletics. 2 football state appearances. One basketball, and see if lacrosse can make a state championship title this year.
And it looks like they're going to put their starters on the field now. So as soon as we can get all of the numbers written down, we will let you know who is in the game. Looks like in today we've got number 1, Michael Adai, number 2, Eric Fleetwood. And this is for Winton Woods, by the way. Number 3, Darian McGrone. Number 6, Ronquez Benton. Number 7, Michael Hairston. Number 12, Eddie Levitt. Number 15, Isaiah Hubbard. Number 26, Jamal Young. 29, Lindell Green. And 35, Nigel Akalanana.
The main thing in lacrosse, you always have to cradle and dig for the ball correctly to get that ball to the other side.
And I apologize to the Taylor fans who may be watching this broadcast. We don't have the names for the players, but we'll do the best that we can throughout trying to update you on that.
And the head coach for Winton Woods is Coach Twitty for Winton Woods. Third year head coach. Coming into tonight's match. Here comes the face-off.
Here we go. Referee getting ready to put things underway, and here we go.
We're underway.
The face-off will be won by Winton Woods. Winton Woods now working way upfield. It is in the hands of Darian McGrone. Decides to make an early shot out of bounds. And it's going to go ahead and switch possession to Taylor.
And key facts for lacrosse. Whoever shoots the ball out of bounds, sometimes it goes to the team that shoot out of bounds.
That's right. It will go back to Taylor, but now corralled by Winton Woods. That's going to be Jalen Godfrey. Godfrey's pass taken back over by the Yellow Jackets. And they're going to pass it around. Taylor looking for their first goal of the day.
Taylor looking for a wide open spot.
Shooting around, good position there. And an early score made there by the Yellow Jackets.
An early goal, 58 seconds into the game. There's a goal by the Yellow Jackets.
And so early enough today. Good position. Yellow Jackets drawing early blood. You can see here on the replay, Yellow Jackets player managed to find a little hole in the Winton Woods zone there and draws their first points of the day.
They caught Winton Woods off guard, even the keeper. Always got to have that net protected at all times.
So in the face-off comes. And they're underway, fighting for it on the ground. Coming up with it is Taylor, but a false start called.
False start on Taylor. You always got to be aware of that. That'll happen a lot.
Possession with Taylor.
Substitution by Taylor. 10 comes on, comes off, 16 comes on. 25.
And now ball is on the ground. Trying to pick it up is going to be Eddie Levitt. Levitt passing it off. Gets it back.
Have a very fast pace. You always have to have it.
Now he's going to have to scoop it up, see what he can do with it. Now he's a long stick midfielder, so he's going to be subbed off here, but he's going to be crucial going forward to this Winton Woods team.
I know a switch for Winton Woods. 6 and number 2 comes on for the Warriors.
McGrone initially had it there. Michael Adai now looking towards the goal. Dodging, trying to make his way, loses the ball, and Taylor recovers.
Taylor's having a very fast off defense, but they struggle getting the ball past the midfield.
And coming out of the scrum, Isaiah Hubbard now with the ball, working his way upfield. Going to make it in, makes a nice move there, dodges away from the defenders, and surveys his options. Gives it off to Ronquez Benton, who's going to make a nice approach towards the goal, fires away, but it will be stopped by the goal man.
Oh, there's a deflection, side deflection on the ball.
Keeper's errant pass is knocked away by Winton Woods, and they will get their next possession. And in goal right now, it appears to be Tyler Lay for the Yellow Jackets. And so Winton Woods going to go ahead and try and pass around, see if they can get their offense working here.
You always have to have a very good pace to throw off your opponent in this kind of sport, because Taylor has a successful defense right now. Not getting their keeper rest on the defensive side.
So Taylor takes over. Pass way upfield. Bobbled, but then corralled by Taylor. Working way upfield is Yellow Jacket number 4.
Number 26 trying to get the ball out of number 4.
Checked over there by Jamal Young. Pressured. Trying to drive him out of bounds there.
Sometimes you got to put your stick on the guy on the ball. Want to keep feeding across.
And the ball sails out the back end. Possession goes back to Winton Woods. And picking it up is going to be Jalen Godfrey to get things underway. Passes off to Eric Fleetwood, who is carving his way up through the Taylor defense. Passes it off to Darian McGrone. Nice pass inside.
Great save.
Great save.
Oh, another goal.
They're still fighting for it, and it's going to be recovered by Lay. Passes it out, but right back to Winton Woods.
The keeper has a fast reflex to keep the ball to the net.
That was a great approach there by Winton Woods, trying to get it into the money spot about 5 yards out from the goal, both horizontally and vertically. That on that diagonal there, that's exactly where you want to be shooting from, and hopefully they'll make some more attempts at it later today. As the ball is corralled by Isaiah Hubbard.
Taylor's coming ready to play on defense and offensive sides, going first blood as well.
Absolutely, Ben. They're making it hard for the Warriors here early on.
And Winton Woods only has one shot on target, deflected by the keeper's stick.
Shot from way outside made by Winton Woods. And we're going to take a look at the last shot. This was an excellent save by the keeper.
He had a stick right on where the ball was. That's good. That's good keeping.
Shot there attempted by Michael Hairston. And we're going to get things back underway. Taylor launching it way downfield. I'm not sure how well advised that play was. No one really there to take it, and the ball's going to go back to Winton Woods unless...
29 struggling to get that ball for the Warriors.
And Winton Woods does recover. Be Jalen Godfrey working his way up the field.
And he loses the puck. The ball went right in the midfield.
Check out, and then checked again as the ball goes in and out of the hands of the Yellow Jacket player. And it's now with Ben Uloa. Pardon me, that's Eddie Levitt. Levitt comes off the field, and instantly subbed in is going to be Kauku Epani.
Half of our lacrosse team is a part of our football team, and they have a lot of upper body strength. So
Bobbled there by the Yellow Jackets, pressured on there by Eric Fleetwood. And he's going to lose possession there. Ball back to the Yellow Jackets of Taylor. Some tricky passing here for Taylor early. I think they could probably play it a little bit safer and be just fine.
Yeah, they keep passing, not running up, but with the way they're struggling to pass it, they always want that ball right in the crease for a wide open shot in the net, left or right side of the post, of the near or far post as well.
After that initial drive by Taylor, not a whole lot of attempts being made inside of about 5-6 yards of the crease. All the shooting's been coming from the outside from both teams. I feel like whoever can get it closer is going to make a big impact on this game as time goes on.
Winton is struggling to get that ball to the left wing of right at the 20-yard line of the Winton Woods offensive zone.
And the referee's going to elect to keep the ball with Winton Woods, as Michael Hairston takes it up for Winton Woods. Pass broken up, and it's off with Taylor. Running down the field, number 13. Number 13, that's going to be Walters. And broken up, flag on the play.
There's going to be a tripping called when Winton Woods touches the ball. It was a trip.
And a shot from way outside.
A shot right from the 40-yard line for Taylor Yellow Jackets.
Man, that is impressive. That appears to be Glassford.
And Coach Forty is very frustrated.
Glassford of Taylor is a junior, and that is an absolute cannon shot.
Winton Woods Coach Twitty is very frustrated right now on this defensive and offensive sides.
I'm going to elect that so far as the play of the day. That's about as good as it gets here on an afternoon.
That's like a 300-yard shot from the net. Wonder if we've been doing that all practice. Just practice on that shot.
Sure. Referees discussing now. They're looking at the penalty.
No penalty.
And they're going to go ahead and wave it off.
Because of the goal. Sometimes if there's the goal, the clock will cost the penalty. A trip.
We can take a look at the replay here. This is what they were talking about, the referees. You see the trip there by Winton Woods tripping up number 13 to Taylor.
That was a little hook action and a little trip, and the ball and the stick hit him.
But with continuation of play, the referees decided to let it go. And so here we are, Taylor up 2-0 here in the early going of this game.
We're hitting a lot of whistles on the face-off of Taylor and Winton Woods.
Possession will now land with Winton Woods, as we've got Isaiah Hubbard handling the ball. Gives it off to McGrone. It's not that hot of a day, so I'd like to see Winton Woods try and do some running around here. There's the offense looks a little stagnant right now. If they get things going a little bit, I think they'll be able to create some opportunities for them. What do you think, Ben?
Yeah, but you can see number 1 was wide open like a minute ago for a clear wide open shot to put that back in the net on the right-hand side of the keeper.
Just missed him there. Warriors looking for their first goal of the day. Pass is off to Michael Adai, who gives it behind the goal. And making an approach here now, Eddie Levitt.
Winton Woods comes into the
behind the goal again, Michael Hairston.
Winton Woods comes into the first quarter with a 1 shot on the board.
That appeared to be a shot there by Eddie Levitt, but it turned out to be just a scorching pass over there to Hairston, who corrals it, keeps it for Winton Woods, and they're looking to get underway here. Pass broken up on its way to Michael Adai as it made its way through a bunch of Yellow Jackets. And ball's going to go over to Taylor.
Coach Twitty for Winton Woods might get a better set piece for the next quarter. I think there's 3 in the game.
Oh, yeah. And they're going to go ahead and talk strategy a little bit here. Ben, as I was driving in, I saw a ton of construction out front of the school. What's that all about?
So during the year 2020, there's going to be a new school. So this school right here is going to be taken down. So it's going to be a parking lot. So the new school where the construction is, that's going to be a school. So this whole area will be all grades K to 12. So the school will have every grade as part of the town.
I see. That's sort of like Princeton did just in the past couple of years. They transferred the location of their high school. Got a brand new bunch of facilities now, so I guess the same thing happening for Winton Woods.
Yep.
In the meantime, a whole lot of smoke and dust out front. Well, so far, what do you think of the game, Ben?
Taylor comes out firing on offense with great shots and great momentum coming to the game, but Winton Woods is struggling on the offensive side, finding the guy to put right in the back of the net over the keeper. They come in with 1 shot into the first quarter, hit the post, deflected by the keeper. So the keeper guarding that net very well on the side.
Yeah, Winton Woods has had a couple of looks there, but due to some good defending and then also a couple of wide errant shots, they haven't been able to make the most of their opportunities yet. But I imagine that they'll be coming along as the game progresses. We are getting ready to restart the action here as Winton Woods and Taylor retake the field. Ball is going to start off with Taylor, and that's going to be number 30, Henderson.
Henderson's coming up running, outrunning number 1 for the
Making
Warriors.
a good run at it. Harassed there a little bit by McGrone. But Taylor passing it around, trying to find a crease there in the defense. Scooped up by Winton Woods. Number 22, Markel Allen.
And there's a key.
Allen working his way, nearly lost the ball there.
The key thing in lacrosse is always have that good ball movement. Always cradle and always scoop it up.
And I'm wondering, as a shot there misses just off the post from Michael Hairston, wondering if that flag wasn't a cross check.
And
I couldn't see too well on there, but we'll take a look here. Number 17 of Taylor is going to be the offender, and that's going to be Dart, an attack man, junior, and he's going to sit out. Take a look here. You can see the penalty, and they got 17 on a cross check there.
Winton Woods gets the first power play of the game.
So Winton Woods standing here a man up. Hopefully they can make something out of this opportunity if they want to climb back in this game here. Early 2-goal deficit as the ball is handled by Eric Fleetwood.
But Winton Woods but Taylor's always guarding that crease.
Taylor absolutely launches it across the field, just doing anything to clear it right now as they are a man down.
That's a very important thing to clear the ball after a down man so he can get off guard and come back up firing.
Running up field is Jamal Young. Crosses over. Ball working its way up, and Isaiah Hubbard now with it. Wings it over to Ronquez Benton, who's up at the top, decides to take a shot, and there it is. It's in and good.
Goal for Winton Woods Warriors.
And
Number 6 puts a goal for Winton Woods.
Ronquez Benton, look at the replay here. Absolutely winds up and fires that thing right into the heart of the goal, past the keeper, Tyler Lay. Cuts the Yellow Jackets lead in half. So here we've got a pretty competitive game here with 2.5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Taylor leading 2-1 over the Winton Woods Warriors.
And Ronquez Benton fired up for that goal to couldn't back up down one. So the power play was successful, 1-for-1 with the Woods on the power play. But they're still coming down on one down.
Got our 4th face-off of the day. And we are underway.
There's a lot of face-off violations in the opening quarter.
Ball start on Winton Woods, and possession will go to Taylor. Taylor surveying the options right now.
Looking for the guy at the near post to fire it in right in back in the net.
Ball flipped over to Walters, but now it's lost. Being brought upfield by Winton Woods, number 7, Michael Hairston. Nice little Euro step there. Gets his pass over to Isaiah Hubbard, finds his man, and Hubbard buries it in the goal.
Now Taylor, after that goal, they're losing their momentum and their lead is gone.
Little defensive lapse here. It was set up by that beautiful Euro step by Hairston, who manages to get it over to Hubbard, and that's all she wrote on that play. 2-2 here now in the first quarter.
So, and Winton Woods is 2-2 down to 2-2 tie, man. The Taylor really only lasted for like 7 minutes in the opening quarter and just lost it after that man down.
So far, 2 goals scored apiece. Winton Woods showing some moxie early, not letting the early goals get in their head, and they find a way to fight back in. Now it's up to Taylor to regain their composure and see if they can score some goals.
After Winton Woods called a timeout, they literally just redeemed themselves on the field.
Ground ball taken there by Darian McGrone, who's going to make his way towards the Taylor goal. Passes it off to the recent goal scorer, Hubbard. And Levitt now passing around that all-important long stick midfielder. And a pass from Markel Allen is going to be corralled back in by Michael Hairston.
Winton Woods looking for that lead for the third and also the third and enter goal.
So Winton Woods puts through a couple of rotations. Harmless shot bounces into keeper Tyler Lay, launches it back out, and the offense is going to be back up and underway, except scooped up by Winton Woods, and they are off to the races.
And loses the ball.
Checked there by number 4 by Taylor, gets them possession back. And both teams fighting for possession right now. And it will fall back with Winton Woods. Aaron shot way up over the goal. Possession back to Taylor.
Now Taylor's having problem with the ball control. First it was Winton Woods, then it was Taylor losing all that ball control. After that cannon shot, Taylor had failed to score and put up a shot on the board.
And sometimes you get in a position like that where it's just difficult to control the ball like that, and no team is really able to settle in possession. until finally someone's able to pick it up. Now coming here, we're going to have Jalen Godfrey, the defender.
There's a shot called the bounce.
Back out.
There's a shot called the bounce shot that always misses the keeper up. So
nice little rollout allows Godfrey to escape. He's going to pass the ball off there to Jamal Young.
28 seconds remaining in the game. Winton has a chance to be in the lead at the end of the quarter.
Young's pass finds his way to Hairston. Hairston trying to roll inside, see if he can find a goal there. Manages to regain a lost ball. And Winton Woods will reset. Inside finds its way to McGrone as they're fighting for it as the ball hits the deck. McGrone working with it now, working his way towards the goal.
And
just bounces a little too early, and the high hopper's going to hit over the top post.
Winton Woods almost had a chance to take the lead at the end of the first quarter.
Take a look at the replay there. You can see his release was just a little too late and got it rolling right into the dirt. Almost bounced it into the back of the net there.
But the off-balance shot took him a little off guard, and that kind of dust. And then trying to put the shot in the far post.
This game is being broadcast by Waycross Community Media. You can see it on
so here we go. After one quarter of play, the score is tied at 2 goals apiece.
In the evening, or on Cincinnati Fi Optics at channel 850 on Friday the 12th at 4 p.m. If you have Spectrum channel 4, you can see it on Saturday the 13th.
Whatever the Taylor Yellow Jackets are saying to the players, they're saying always take that momentum back into the half.
Sunday the 14th day of April at 3 o'clock.
And we've also got some Winton Woods boys baseball action actually happening on the field behind us. As we step outside for the half, we'll see if we can update you and see what's going on over there.
Last time I checked after before the Lacrosse game, it was 4-0, Little Miami in the lead of the Woods.
Yeah, if you take a look, you can see what's going over on the field behind us. Winton Woods taking on Little Miami. That's interesting. Little Miami is going to be in the same league as Winton Woods coming up in 2020, as both teams are going to be joining the Eastern Cincinnati Conference. And on the far field, you can see some warm-ups going on. Looks like potentially either soccer practice or summer soccer. There we go. They are prepping and getting ready. All kinds of sports happening here out at Winton Woods today. And it's a beautiful day for it, as we already mentioned. It's a good day to get out and get a little exercise there.
It is.
And Coach Twitty has got some words for his Winton Warriors, and hopefully they'll be able to take to some of that and take that into the second quarter.
Only one visiting fan for Taylor.
In the second quarter, score is tied. Winton Woods 2, Taylor 2.
And we're going to get things underway here as the second quarter begins. Getting out in their stances there. It's going to be a face-off between Eddie Levitt and for Taylor. Looks like it's going to be number 25, Bender. That's N. Bender. If Max Preps provided the first name, we would know, but Mr. Bender, here's to you. And a whistle will get things underway. All placed, and we're ready to start the face-off. Ground ball rolling early, recovered by Taylor. And now going the opposite direction, absolutely getting hammered is number 13 to Taylor, and the flag indicates that it might have gone a little too far there.
Yep, I like it. There might be another flag right there.
Number 17 to Taylor loses his stick on the play.
Now Taylor's trying to have getting the possession on the ball. Here comes the penalty.
And let's see what that flag was about.
A little shove in the back.
It's going to be a technical foul there. And so number 1, Michael Adai, is going to take a minute off to think about things, get his mind ready for when he is back in the game. In the meantime, Winton Woods is a man down, Taylor a man up. So as it would be in hockey, Yellow Jackets here on the power play. Early shot there taken by the Yellow Jackets, but it was saved by keeper Nigel Akalanana. Calmly releases it out, and Winton Woods now working its way.
And there's another flag.
Number 22, Markel Allen, passes it off, finds its way to Isaiah Hubbard.
There's 2 flags on Taylor. 3 flags on Taylor.
Just laundry all over the place. We'll let the referees sort this out. Tell us what we got going here.
So we'll see Taylor's 3 men down. Or her Taylor's 3 men down.
Big advantage here to be able to play for the Winton Woods Warriors, as we've got 2 Taylor players sitting down on the sidelines.
So Taylor is 2 men short.
And the 2 offenders are going to be Michael Custers and number 30, Marcus Henderson. For those Taylor fans who happen to be watching the broadcast at this point, we have gotten a list of names for the players, so from now on I will be able to give you the names associated with the numbers running up and down the field. For anyone who has been confused already watching the numbers, I can tell you that number 4 on the field is Bobby Cole, number 11, Jacob Beck, 25 is Nathan Bender, 13 is Josh Walters, 33, Nathan Benkert, 34, Colton Lawless, and number 12, Lena Pitzer.
Winton Woods has a chance to get the lead as of right now.
So Winton Woods looking to score, swings it just a little high. That's going to be number 12, Eddie Levitt.
And there's a guy wide open, right on the near post, trying to hit into the far post.
Winton Woods will keep possession here, and another shot attempted there, and it's going to be good by Eric Fleetwood.
3 innings to go for the Warriors.
Warriors take their first lead of the game. We'll take a look at that shot again here, as the pass comes back inbounds from Hairston, and Fleetwood beautifully corrals it, buries it in the back of the net.
So Taylor's keeper is starting to sleep now, jumping the shots.
And so here is the face-off. Warriors up for the first time in this game with about 10:40 to go here in the second quarter.
Coach Tweedy's happy with his teammates for getting 3 innings and getting the lead.
Already, the Warriors enjoying the benefits of being up a man.
So Winton Woods is 2 for 2 on the power play.
Corralled there by Fleetwood, who scored the last goal. Hairston takes a shot from the outside, bounces off the pole, and it's going to be out of bounds. Winton Woods is going to keep possession there. A dive passing in to Markel Allen. And Allen across to Fleetwood. Fleetwood going to take another shot, but that one didn't have as much heat on it, and easily corralled by goalie Tyler Lay.
Puck will bounce in.
Fleetwood's going to take it right back. Managed to pick the pocket there of Jacob Beck. And Hubbard looking for his options here as the Warriors look to start their offense. A little 6-on-6 action here. As the ball is bobbled just a little bit there by Levette, who manages to corral it. Taking it back inside. Nice little jump cut there to start. Tries to bounce a pass into the goal, and it's out of bounds. Ball going back to Winton Woods. Next shot, loses the ball is Fleetwood.
And Taylor's coming down the field short-handed.
Taylor trying to juke its way out of this. Long pass winged by Marcus Henderson. And the ball's upfield in the hands of Nathan Bender. Coughs it right back up, though, to the Warriors. And a couple of substitutions walking on for the Warriors. We've got Kayron Patton and Andre Brookins Jr. entering the game for the Warriors.
And the power play is over for the Warriors.
Hairston stays on, though, and he's got the ball looking to start this offense. Shot there just off to the left side. And that was a good look that he had there off the little rollout.
They want to put the ball in the higher than that, but there's like a little bottom shots open on the foot side. And there's the goal for the Warriors.
Goal inside there is going to make the lead 4-2 on the game as you take a look at the replay. Hairston behind the goal. No, I'm sorry. Hairston was in front of the goal. And Hairston manages to make that shot. It is now 4-2. Warriors up on the Yellow Jackets.
And there might have to be a goalkeeping change for Taylor. They keep giving up goals.
Yeah, so far, Winton Woods has managed to settle into their offense here. And Taylor's gone on something of a drought. Of course, some of that's going to be to part of the penalties there by Taylor. As into the game is going to come number 10, Jake Walters. Face off now as the Yellow Jackets have some work to do, trying to climb back into the game. And the Warriors looking to press their advantage. Ball goes to Taylor, and running up the field is Josh Walters. Walters looking to handle in. Bounce pass goes up and over the head of keeper Aklanana.
And here you see the replay. So the keeper got a touch of it, send it wide and high of the net.
Just enough to keep what is already a pretty good performance here. Only allowing 2 goals so far is Aklanana. And Taylor getting another opportunity here on the hands of Eric Glassford.
The ball
takes a pass there and out of bounds. Flag on the play.
So Jamal Young going to be penalized.
And so Taylor's going to bring the ball back in here. Number 17, Eric Dart. I surely hope that young Dart is fast. That would be just wonderful. And ball in the hand of number 4, Bobby Cole. Long shot from the outside by Glassford. Careens harmlessly away. Ball will stay with Taylor, though.
Winton Woods is very clear guarding the net right now. Trying to get Taylor a wide open shot in the net.
Dart setting up the action from behind the net. And something of a desperate pass put up there by Bobby Cole. Didn't really have a big chance there. He was shooting off his back foot and his non-dominant hand, but like the effort for at least trying for it. And ball's going to be to keeper Aklanana, who wings it way up the field there, looking for Michael Adai.
A successful player for the Winton Woods penalty team.
And running for it, going to corral is number 13, Josh Walters.
And Taylor, the Yellow Jackets of Taylor are over 2 on the power play.
Aaron pass there by Eddie Levitt.
So power play percentages are 2 for 3 for Winton Woods on the power play and 0 for 2 of Taylor on the power play.
And that could be the difference in this game. Taylor not taking advantage of their looks when they get them.
And they're having a little rest of passing in the second quarter, going on a scoring drought for the past 10 minutes.
As Dart here looks to get the ball inside. A little miscommunication there with Beck. He was trying to corral and shoot immediately, but it didn't work out for him. And coming back up with the ball now is Josh Walters.
It is the ball right in the offensive zone of the Taylor Yellow Jackets.
And ball back to Winton Woods, squirts out the back end.
So Winton Woods might get their first win of the lacrosse season this year, if it all holds.
Result right now would be Warriors 4, Taylor 2. As there's about 6:30 left on the clock here.
Of this half.
And referee picks back up his flag. And we're going to get things back up and running here.
Yeah.
And Josh
And the goal.
Walters makes a shot there. Is it? It is a goal. It's going to be Josh Walters making the shot there for the Yellow Jackets. And the lead is cut in half, as the Warriors are now up 4-3. Nice goal there by the Yellow Jackets. We initially thought the goal was waved off, but it has in fact been named a goal. Here's a replay to show you that goal again.
And
Walters just coolly steps up and fires.
The bounce literally caught the keeper off guard.
Yeah, you can see by the frustration aired out there by Aklanana. He is not happy with himself there, but that's just a good play there by Walters on the other side.
But they still have the lead by 1 goal though.
Warriors looking to maintain their lead here.
And try to keep it going to the half.
Winton Woods defending heavily there. Jamal Young pressuring the bejesus out of Bobby Cole. Cole gets a pass off, but it's corralled by Winton Woods. Number 12, Eddie Levitt, moving upfield now. The long stick midfielder makes the ball go upfield and scored in by Michael Hairston.
Winton Woods gets their 2 goalie back. Goal by number 7.
Hairston, right place, right time. Great passing up the field there by Winton Woods. And the ball finds its way to Hairston right there in the money spot. And he makes it go home.
Finding the wide open spot on far post.
Just like that, the Winton Woods Warriors goal count is up to 5. Lead is back up to 2.
We might have to call timeout if they give up more goals and maybe a goaltender switch.
So far, I don't think it's quite time yet for Taylor to make a change at goalie, but they might think about it if he gives up a couple more here before halftime.
And maybe they might switch right at the third quarter, so they can make it close and not out of hand in last half.
Run in made by Winton Woods. The ball will be corralled by Taylor. On the run with the ball is Glassford. Wings it to Cole. Cole making a big old shot from the outside.
Try to re-attack that goal like back in the first quarter, right from 40 yards out.
And And I believe that's going to be a penalty there as Aklanana comes back into the crease with the ball.
It's called a crease violation.
Aklanana shaking his head. And so Taylor takes the ball back in. Henderson trying to find a way, find a chink in the armor in this Warrior defense. Coughs up the ball, recovered by Winton Woods.
And there's a flag on Taylor.
Flag coming in. There was little extracurriculars there in that scrum.
Taylor's going, and Winton Woods is going back to the power play. 2 for 3 on their first 3 attempts.
And possession.
And the keeper's giving a talk to, Winton Woods keeper's giving a talk to a referee.
They're going to talk it over a little bit, and let's see here. Ball is going to be with Winton Woods.
Winton Woods is coming firing into that man advantage.
Yeah, streaking up quickly there as Ronquez Benton scored a goal earlier there in the first quarter.
And
And
another
a shot
goal!
from the outside, Eddie Levitt.
6-3 Warriors. World was a team in their first 4 games. They should be like, they have struggled in their first 4, but how I'm seeing them, they should be like having a couple wins in their record.
Winton Woods doubling up the Yellow Jackets. Nice play there by Levitt. So the lead just got a little more comfortable there for the Warriors, and as comfortable as things get for the Warriors, things do get a little dicey for the Yellow Jackets of Taylor. And Ben, as you had mentioned earlier, they might start thinking about making a keeper change.
That might happen right in the third quarter, so the game can get out of hand and the coach might get a little feisty on the field.
We'll see what Taylor can rescue here. In the meantime, change of possession as Winton Woods takes over. Eric Fleetwood running, getting back on the field. And he passes it off to number 15, Isaiah Hubbard. Hubbard looking around. Winton Woods exchanging players a little bit, trying to find some soft spots in the Taylor defense. Flip behind the goal to number 1, Michael Adai.
And another goal!
Back out front results in points. Darian McGrone.
And the Warriors, the Lacrosse team is getting fired up on getting better ball control, getting better shots, getting the goals.
Goal there by McGrone is just the latest in a flurry of goals that have come up by Winton Woods, and they are certainly seeming to find their offensive rhythm here as the game has progressed. An early drought, they were down at one point 2-0 if you remember, and now here they are up 7-3 with about 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. Face off to get underway between Winton Woods and Taylor. And on the left wing there, hip to hip, it's going to be number 13, Josh Walters, and 23, Kieran Patton.
So it becomes
And
Taylor's
the ball
ball.
is going to go to Taylor as they look to close things back up and make things a little uncomfortable for the Warriors. How do you think they go about that, Ben?
Taylor's been a little restless on the ball, losing possession, Warriors catching them off guard on the offensive side and defensive side. Taylor's been struggling to get that ball past the keeper.
Some good disruptive pressure being applied by Winton Woods. And it results in a turnover. The Winton Woods corrals back. Number 29, Lindell Green, has the ball. Toe on the back end there. And possession will switch back over to Taylor. Number 20, Eric Glassford, making his run.
He was trying to pass that ball right to number 26 or 25.
And I can't tell if that was a pass or a shot. It certainly had a fair amount of mustard on it, though.
Too much on him.
So Taylor will reset a little bit here and see what they can find. And I'm being told that it was indeed a shot. Refs called it as such. But the ball squirts out the back end there. And Taylor will take back over.
And a slight deflection by the keeper.
Being passed around, number 6, Monica Dart has the ball. Of course, it would appear Monica Dart, sister of Eric Dart. And Taylor coughs up the ball there close to the goal. Could be a costly mistake as Hairston picks it up, looking for a man inside. Wings it over, and it's in number 12, Eddie Levette's hands. He was dangerous earlier, though. Puts the ball on the deck.
And got deflected.
And Taylor gets themselves out of a sticky situation there. Although picked up by number 3, Darian McGrone.
And he loses
fires it out the back of the end zone.
And 12 loses his stick.
Take a look there. Sets up for a good shot. Just a little off. So Taylor goes ahead and clears the ball out. Winton Woods picks it right back up. Markel Allen running it. Loses it though, and Dart making his way towards the goal. Mobbed by a pack of Winton Woods players. Defenseman Jalen Godfrey looking to clear the ball out. Gives it off to Hubbard.
And there's another trip. So Winton Woods is going back to the power play for the 5th time of tonight.
Yeah, Hubbard had a fun little tumble there. If you look at that, just got right back up on his feet as he was hacked there.
If they score a goal, the power play will be cut off. Number 3.
And McGrone running with it. Looking around for an outlet, finds a die. The die goes to give inside to Levitt. But it's broken up. Fighting for it now.
And Winton Woods is coming to the power play with 58 seconds and left in the half of the game.
Flag on there.
It looks like Ford going to be penalized on the trip.
Not off just yet. And indeed, the offending player is going to be Bobby Cole. So the Warriors a man up.
For the 5th time, 3 for 4 on the power play.
Yellow Jackets now a man down. And it's not a good position to be in when you're down by 4 goals. They're going to have to do everything in their power to keep Winton Woods from extending the lead here. Meanwhile, the Warriors looking to do everything that they can to try and make this thing a runaway.
I think they're becoming a runaway for the Warriors already by going.
Hairston working from behind the goal,
down.
working back out front. Hairston makes the give to Michael Adai.
Winton Woods struggling to get that ball back into the net. Way off shot.
Blasts out the back of the end zone there. Winton Woods gets it in. Hairston buries his shot.
8-3 Warriors, 4 for 5 on the Warriors power play. 80% on the Warriors on the power play.
And instantly the Warriors bearing fruit as they were given a gift there. Bobby Cole on the sidelines gave them the opportunity to be able to make something happen, and it's Warriors 8, Yellow Jackets 3.
Warriors coming forward to the game. might grab their first win of the
Beautiful positioning there. Hairston knew exactly where to be. Right play, right time. Guy's killing it today.
Warriors are 0-4 coming into the game. Might get their first win of the season tonight at Charlie Patrick Stadium.
And looking to get the face-off underway. Fighting for it on the ground right now. Squirts out towards the Taylor side.
The clock play on the move.
Corralled there by number 18, Koku Epani.
9-3 Warriors!
And subsequently buries it right into goal there. A substitution, and as soon as he enters the game, Epani instantly makes his presence felt. Looking there, running, dodging his way around Taylor players, and just puts it right down in the lower left-hand corner.
There might be a keeper change while coming in the second half.
And that's how you do it right there. Couldn't have asked for anything better out of Epani. Just like that, sub right back out of the game. He will be back later, though. And I imagine looking for a second goal scoring opportunity. Face-off here going to be between Fleetwood
Winton Woods can just run off the clock.
Nathan Bender.
Winton Woods can just run off to 23 seconds to be uncomfortable at the half. So when Winton went to face off, they got that 23 seconds to pass it off and it's in the half. But they're going to try to attack to get a 10-goal lead, 10 goals, and 7-goal lead to end the half. Which they're trying, and it's a deflection shot.
And Eric Fleetwood was getting a little trigger happy there, wanted to get in on some of the scoring action as the Warriors have managed to score 7 goals here in the second quarter. After a 2-2 first quarter, 7 goals here by the Warriors, only 1 by Taylor, and that has made all the difference. Last shot effort, right off the crossbar. Hairston almost made in a goal right there before
Warriors 9, the Taylor Yellow Jackets 3.
And so your halftime score is going to be 9-3 Warriors, comfortably ahead of the Yellow Jackets of Taylor. All right, welcome back in, sports fans, for the second half of Taylor versus Winton Woods. First half score was 9-3 in favor of the Warriors.
And there has been a keeper change, I believe. There has been a keeper change.
Oh, there you go. As you were saying earlier, it seemed like Taylor might want to do something about the onslaught of goals coming in there. So they have gone ahead and made a switch. And the new keeper... No, it is going to be the same keeper. They are going to keep in Tyler Lay. So here we go, bringing you out for the first face-off. And ball squirting around, corralled easily by Levitt. Running right towards the goal, Hairston takes it. Brushed off there by Lay.
Winton was coming farm right down the middle, first 8 seconds of the quarter, man. Great start of the great rush to start the Warriors' second half.
He came sprinting down the field like he was shot out of a cannon. As a shot is taken there by number 6, Ronquez Benton.
Winton Woods is getting a little hard on him now.
Some fancy footwork put in there by Eric Fleetwood,
under
and
the
it
leg
leads to a
shot.
goal.
Under leg shot. 10-3 Warriors.
Let's take a look at that replay. That was an impressive goal.
That's the second goal for
Winton Woods goal makes
number 2.
10.
And he's just so quick in space. He can absolutely give you nightmares as a defender, and just wings it in there. Warriors up 10-3.
I don't think Taylor's coach will be happy at the end of the game. Just keeps going.
And second face-off of the quarter coming at you. 31 seconds in. Fighting for it on the ground. And it's going to go for Taylor. So Glassford kicking it off. Running upfield. Looks at his various options. Finds Nathan Bender, who gives it over to Josh Walters. Walters trying a couple of juke moves there. Rolls it back. Gives it over to Bobby Cole. And the ball hits the deck.
The key thing in lacrosse to have that ball control in the cradle all the time.
Chopped out there, running for it is number 17, Kajier Craddock.
And there's a flag coming on Taylor. Winton Woods going to the 6th power play. A minute and 28 seconds into the half.
And there it goes. Coming off for the Yellow Jackets, number 10, Jake Walters.
Now that is his 3rd penalty of the night.
So Walters takes a seat there, or a knee, I should say. And so it's the Warriors on the power play. They are a man up, Taylor a man down.
Winton Woods 4 or 5 coming to their 6th power play.
And this is not what the Yellow Jackets envisioned as a start to the second half. Already conceded a goal, and now Winton Woods on the power play. Fleetwood looking to exploit it right now. Fires a shot just out of reach. It's going to go ahead and stay with Winton Woods. Hairston getting things reset from behind the goal. Benton looking to make his way in. Works his way. Bobbles it. On the shot.
The little trip on Taylor makes the shot go wide and lost the ball control.
And Hairston gives it off to Hubbard. Hubbard finds Fleetwood looking to carve up in the middle there.
Fleetwood has a good skill set on his
Hubbard bobbles it a little bit, but does regain control as Fleetwood tries to stick forward. No ball with that shot.
Fleetwood got too overexcited on the ball control.
Lost his footing a little bit there is Ronquez Benton. But he gets it back, and Taylor regains full strength as Jake Walters comes back in from the sideline.
They're always trying to shoot, but they don't have
Running for it now, going the opposite way is number 13, Josh Walters.
And Taylor had a great shot wide open. He stepped a couple of feet more to the front of the keeper.
Jacob Beck is going to want that back. Beautiful pass in there by Walters, and he just sails it a little too high on that one.
Should have got a little more room to shoot it.
Another opportunity there, and corralled there by the keeper, Akalanana.
And number 10 for Taylor is out the power play.
And this is just unfortunate for the Yellow Jackets. They're generating chance after chance, and they just can't seem to convert any of them. Still 10-3 here with about 9 minutes to go in the third quarter.
He got a little feisty on the ball for the wide open shot.
Yeah, Hairston got a little fancy there. Thought he'd take a shot after he spun out and just didn't quite convert it. Ben, what do you think that the Yellow Jackets have to do to be able to climb back into this game?
That is a little, that is.
Big check is going to result in a flag.
That's uncalled for.
Let's take another look at that. Absolutely wailing on him. Lindale Green takes a good shot. Big chip out of Jacob Beck.
Taylor goes to the 4th power play, coming 0 for 3.
So Green kneels on the sideline, and Taylor hopes to try and convert here. Haven't been able to do so far this quarter. Hopefully a power play will change that for their fortunes. Glasswood looking around, decides to take a shot himself.
And got deflected out of reach for the keeper.
And ball's going to remain with Taylor. Bobby Cole bringing it upfield. Part of the problem here, Taylor just hasn't been able to penetrate much. As an errant shot there from way outside. What you want is to be about 5 or 6 yards out, and they just haven't been able to get inside, whereas Winton Woods has been able to make that happen consistently.
And they're rushing on their shots. They're getting too overexcited on their shots, and they got to be calm. So their hands are starting to shake on their shots. So they got to be comfortable, ready to shoot. If not, pass it.
That's a good point. They need to try and get into their offense a little bit more. When you rush things, you don't have a chance to get into a rhythm, and bad things can happen.
And there's a flag right at the 45-yard line. Let's see what the penalty is.
The referee will let us know what's going on here.
Might have been a legal substitution, or maybe too many men on the field.
Let's see. Right now we got 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, can't tell at the moment. As they deliberate. So far, game summary, 9-3 through the first half. It was 2-2 after the first quarter, and then Winton Woods outscored Taylor 7-1 in the second quarter. So far here in the third, 1 goal for the Warriors. And we're notified that the it's a conduct foul on Winton Woods. Number 1, Michael Adai. Procedural penalty called for some actions there that occurred on the bench.
So, Winton Woods is down on the 10 on a power play.
Yep, 2 players still on the sidelines as Lindale Green is still over there, but he does check back into the game now. And Taylor's up 10-9 in terms of manpower on the field.
And now Taylor's over 4 on the power play. Man up now.
Glasswood getting in, looking to line it up. As we show you a shot of the last shot on goal.
See, they're putting the shots way too high when they had the. So they want to put the ball over the keeper, but it's not working successfully for them. For Taylor, the Yellow Jackets.
And clock is back running as Taylor looks around, hopefully trying to chip into this lead. And they just haven't been able to come by anything easily today. Winton Woods is making them work for everything that they're getting.
So they cannot get a shot on goal right now on those last 3 possessions. Maybe 1 shot on the 3, but they've been struggling to get a shot past the impact of the net.
Meanwhile, Darian McGrone gives a pass off there. Working around is Harrison looking to score.
And the number 1 has come off the power play, so now Taylor is 0 for 5 on the power play.
Waste of an opportunity there as Harrison rolls back out, doubles back, and converts his goal shot opportunity. Warriors 11, Yellow Jackets 3.
It might be a time for a goalkeeping change. So now with the 8 goal lead for the Warriors to feel comfortable coming into the fourth quarter.
And considering that they haven't been able to find a victory yet so far this season, Winton Woods, they're going to be very happy with a convincing victory here over Taylor. And they're fighting for it on the ground now. Ball picked up there by Levitt, going right towards goal. And barely corralled there by Tyler Lay. Gets it to go away. But Winton Woods still with the ball. Ball sails over Fleetwood's head. He manages to get it back, though. And just some fancy footwork all day by Fleetwood. He's really fun to watch out there. Making cuts this way and that, doubling back around. Really hard to contain as a player. Harrison coming back around, tries to shoot in from the side there.
Tried the wraparound on the keeper.
Very nearly converted it, too. Ball will stay with Winton Woods. Ben passes it out to McGrone. McGrone, nice little dodge there. McGrone just as shifty as his teammate Fleetwood. And a shot fired in there by Hubbard, not going to go.
And it hit the post on the bottom of the left side.
And ball's out of bounds, will stay with Winton Woods.
Taylor had not have good possession these past 5 minutes of this quarter.
If you took a look there on that last shot, goalie was just able to poke it enough to make sure that wasn't a goal. As the game goes on, I'm starting to think that the fault isn't necessarily with goalkeeper Tyler Lay. It's more with the defense around him. Winton Woods is consistently able to penetrate inside and get great shots as we see yet another shot go in.
12-3 Warriors. A 9-goal lead.
Take a look on the replay there. It's Ronquez Benton. Working his way in, just a little bouncer off the turf. And just like that, Warriors have 3 goals here in the third quarter.
And that is a hat trick for Ronquez Benton.
Yeah, I haven't been keeping track of individual goals there, but according to Ben, 3 goals now for Benton. He's having himself a day.
Yeah, with a hat trick, and she might have a chance to get a double hat trick.
Well, the way goals have been coming for the Warriors, it's at least possible. And right now it's 2-on-2. It's 10-on-10 on the field, but 2-on-2 as Sam Hall and Eric Fleetwood were getting into it a little bit there.
Side deflection.
And McGrone was looking to make a play there, out of bounds. Going to stay with Winton Woods. Fleetwood gives it over to Levitt. Levitt, of course, a dangerous goal scorer.
Right there.
Trying to find Hairston.
Right in the near post, failed to get the shot off.
Yeah, that was close enough there. It could have either been a shot or a pass to Hairston.
That looked like a pass.
Looks to be a pass.
And Ronquez Ben comes back into the game for the Woods Warriors.
So the ball was going to go back with Taylor, but it's quickly corralled by Winton Woods. Benton, as soon as he makes his way back to the game, nearly gets off a shot there.
Bang. Just missed it.
Benton will be upset with himself for missing that. It could have set a personal best in goals. And a little substitution here as Kajier Craddock comes back in. Ooh, a shot blistering coming in from the outside. Levitt tries to make it, but calmly scooped up by Lay. And they're going for it on the ground right now. Picked up, if only for a second, by Winton Woods, and now it is in the hands of Benton. Benton gets it up to McGrone. McGrone across the field. Missed his man just by a little. He was looking for Hairston.
And those passes are getting out of hand. Number 7 give him a little tell him to calm down and take your passes safely for a clear shot to put the ball in the net.
Get it back underway. Glasswood tries to take a stab at that one and bumbles it out of bounds.
Coach Woody is still a little frustrated on their ball control. He's on the monitor.
Absolutely. You can see just Winton Woods absolutely having their way with Taylor right now. They're able to set up shop at Taylor's end, run their 6-on-6 offense, do whatever they like right now, and there's not a whole lot that Taylor seems to be able to do.
After that goal, and with 8 minutes 30 seconds into the 8 minutes 30 seconds on that mark, Taylor has not scored a goal since that time.
It's been a big drought here for the Yellow Jackets, and part of it's self-inflicted. They haven't been able to score their opportunities, but also give credit to the Warriors. They've just been able to play a decent defense that has been able to disrupt the Yellow Jackets enough that they haven't had enough opportunities inside.
And the defensive offense, too. Whatever Coach Twitty said to the Warriors offense and defense, he said, like, great job, try to wrap it up with more goals, and that's...
And hey, here comes the announcer's curse. Once more, we talk about a streak that has endured for some time, and just like that, Taylor is able to score their first goal of the second half. Little winger there by Eric Dart manages to get it in the back of the goal. And so here we are, Warriors 12, and now the Taylor side has 4.
Now the lead is cut to 8 goals for the Warriors lead.
Little high point there, and it kind of stops the bleeding that has been going on by the Yellow Jackets. We'll see if that leads to more scoring, see if they can cut their way back into this thing. But the Warriors comfortably in control right now as we go to the face-off. In it comes, recovered by Taylor, and here goes
a little jam with the stick.
Jackets. Corral back in.
Now Taylor's
has 27. Ethan Updegrove has it.
And Taylor's still getting a little feisty after that goal. They want to put pressure on the Warriors defense, but it's not been working out. They just try to pass, but all about the man Nuts don't rush a pass outside of the zone, double teamed by the Warriors.
Ball bounces off for Glasswood, but he makes a nice play there to recover it. Working his way inside, trying to get it to the sweet spot.
And another goal. 2 unanswered for the Yellow Jackets.
Well, that is 2 goals here in the second half, and they are closing in on their total for the first half.
2 goals in 90 seconds, I believe, for the Yellow Jackets.
I would imagine head coach for Winton Woods is going to want to talk this over with his team. Nothing to panic about right now, but you do want to kind of settle your boys and make sure that there aren't any defensive problems there after 2 goals scored by the Yellow Jackets.
Yes.
Well, so we got about 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. What do you think of the game so far, Ben?
It's been looking good for the Warriors offense for the past 8 to 7 minutes, but Taylor's been looking shocking the goals, cutting the lead down to 7, which is a good sign for the offense, and have a good job on defense and try to score and put the game back to where it needs to be tied.
I'll tell you what, at this point, if they hadn't allowed Winton Woods to have such a large lead there in the second quarter, this game could be a pretty close one. It's that 7-1 second quarter where things really got away. Outside of that, it's 2-2 in the first quarter and 3-2 in the second quarter.
But that second goal for Taylor back in the first quarter was great. Shooter from the 40-yard line.
Take a look. You can see Glasswood making the pass inside and then scores himself an underhanded shot there. Tries to go sidearm with a little Submariner action.
2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Taylor giving themselves a shout as they go back out onto the field, hoping to generate a little bit of energy there. So here comes the face-off. Yellow Jackets trying to find themselves some new life here. Manages to get it back. Taylor going to corral the ball, but Fleetwood picks it up off the turf, and the Warriors have it.
Little high stick there to Fleetwood.
Yes. Substitution made in as Karan Patton comes off. Is on for the face-off, and in comes Ronquez Benton again. And some chopping with the sticks right now. And emerging from it is Glasswood, making a run up.
And loses the ball. And a successful clearance by the Warriors. But now Taylor has offensive possession once again.
Penalty flag comes out. Change of possession here. Penalty was on number 12, Eddie Levitt.
And Taylor's going to their third power play, coming over 6, and the first 6 power play attempts going to their 7th.
So Taylor here finding themselves up a man. Haven't been able to take advantage yet so far. Remind me, Ben, how many, what's Taylor's percentages on the power play?
0%, over 6.
0 for 6 so far, so this would be a first for Taylor if they're able to get a goal on this opportunity.
Which will lead.
Beautiful opportunity there as Josh Walters skies it over the goal.
If they get a goal in this power play, they'll be.
And he got it right where he wants it, too.
And if they get a goal, that will be at 60% on their power play. They get a goal. And they're down to the last minute on the 10-on-9 power play.
Glasswood taking a big heave from the outside. And this little power play here is probably going to take us to the end of the quarter. 30 seconds left to go now.
And hit the post. And a letter flag, and Taylor will be going to a 10-on-8 power play.
2 flags raining down on the field.
Maybe 10-on-7.
Bobby Cole flipping it inside. Almost some fancy footwork there by Walters.
Number 12 comes off to and now number 12 is off for back on the field now. Taylor's over 7 on their power plays.
Yep, Levitt joins back in.
But Taylor goes back to another power play after 8, over 7 coming into the next power play.
Yeah, Lindale had another penalty earlier.
And this power play will lead into the fourth quarter.
Bouncing shot there by Bobby Cole. Goes out the back end.
The power play will come into the last quarter of the fourth.
And a few seconds are going to tick off here as the third quarter comes to a close.
It's at the end of the third quarter, so the power play will be coming into the last 10 minutes of the fourth quarter.
And so we close out quarter number 3 here. Warriors up 12 on the Taylor Yellow Jackets, who have 5. 12-5 here, the score in Winton Woods. We'll see you in the fourth.
Score at the end of 3 quarters, Winton Woods 12, Taylor 5.
quarter here to go. Out here in Winton Woods, we've got the Warriors up 12 on the Yellow Jackets, who have 5. Some efforts there to keep it close by the Yellow Jackets in the third quarter. But despite their efforts, the lead is still 7. As Winton Woods looks to be in the driver's seat on their way to their first win of the season here in April.
And there's a power play coming 0 for 7.
That's right. Thanks for the reminder, Ben. We still have Taylor on the power play because as we closed out the third quarter, that is Lindell Green on the sideline still for a little bit of cross-checking. So Taylor will go ahead and get things started for us here in the fourth quarter. Referee starts the clock, and we are underway.
Bang. Almost a 13 goal, but bounced wide of the far post.
Little extracurricular there after the play as Benton goes down. That was number 12, Lena Pitzer. And Benton's up at the top. He's searching for a goal. Tried to go fancy behind the back there, did McGrone. And a shot blocked there on the attempt by Eric Fleetwood. Ball corralled in there by Glasswood. And he looks to move things down the field for Taylor. Pass nearly intercepted by Winton Woods, but it's going to find its way to Bobby Cole. Cole gets it into the center there.
And that's it.
And an attempt made there by Nathan Bender, but calmly batted away by Nigel Akalanana. And Fleetwood coming back on the other end.
Almost
Very nearly scores it before Tyler Lay able to get a mid on it.
He almost had a hat trick for a sec.
Flag out there.
And it might be on Winton Woods. And
foul's going to be on, looks like Darian McGrone.
And Taylor goes back onto the ninth power play, coming 0 for 8. If they succeed on their first 8 power plays, they will be tied.
So here we go as Taylor makes the first shot out the back. Dart's going to pick it back up, see what he can make out of this. Dart the facilitator from the backside there. And clock running once again. And here it's Benton. Benton takes a stick to the gut. And he looked winded for a second there. Looked like he got the air knocked out of him.
There should have been a penalty called for that.
And running inside is Andre Brookins Jr. Making a little motion to give some options there for Benton. Benton gives inside to Brookins, but it's knocked away. And ball will be going with Winton Woods. Take a look at the replay there of the penalty.
And we're going to a 9-on-9 power play. So the power play ends for Taylor. Now they're 0 for 9.
So Taylor no longer a man up. Both teams have a man on the power on the side, so no power play right now. That's Michael Custers on the side for Taylor.
So when Winton Woods players comes out of the penalty zone, they will have a abbreviated power play. So they might have like a 30-second.
So Hairston gives it to Benton, who was looking for his 4th goal of the day.
And Winton Woods is now on an abbreviated power play because of the 909 penalty.
Benton on the ground there. Does manage to get up on his own power, but he has taken a little bit of a beating here today, and coach is probably going to go ahead and sub him off.
Maybe just get hydrated.
Coming into the game for him is going to be Eric Fleetwood.
He's
Fleetwood
down.
back on.
Ronquist is down.
Go back to your in-game action here. We've got Brookins looking to make a score on the inside, deflected there by Lay. And Taylor's got it running up the field. Walters takes a check, but he's still running. You're going to see what he can do with that. Pass is going to be out the back.
Winton Woods has failed to get a goal in this quarter.
Yeah, that was a good look there by Brookins, but he just wasn't able to convert that. And so Bobby Cole looking to get things started off for Taylor. And here we go. Cole gives it to Dart. Dart running things from back behind the goal. Pass goes beyond Walters, and Glasswood isn't able to get a hold of it, so ball off to Winton Woods. Here we go, Levitt giving it to Hairston. Hairston rollback. Gives to Fleetwood.
Winton Woods trying to get their first goal of this quarter, it looks like.
Hairston looking to exploit a hole in the defense, and he does.
And he caught the keeper napping. 13-5 Warriors. He caught the keeper napping.
There we go. I felt like Hairston was probably going to be able to do some damage with that shot, and immediately manages to convert.
Oh, and Winton Woods' power plays ended before that goal, so Winton Woods 4 for 6 on their power plays.
67% still not bad on the day overall, as the Warriors are now up 13-5. Lead swells back to 8 with about 8.5 minutes here to go in the 4th quarter.
If Taylor succeed on their 9 power plays, they will be the one goal in front.
So coming in, we'll reset here on the power play.
My in-laws are watching it all the way from Kelowna, Canada, on the west coast of British Columbia.
Really?
Yeah, isn't that cool?
That is cool.
They're watching Eric Dart and Monica Dart.
Very cool. Throw him a shout out.
Cool, that would be awesome.
And ball moving up court here. I should say field. I also cover basketball
And the referee's
at the same time,
down.
so. One of the hazards of the game is the referee takes a little bit of a tumble there. Do hope he's all right. Seems to be. Working downfield now. Winton Woods getting back to work. McGrone from behind the goal. He's going to look to get things underway. McGrone looks to go in from behind, and there he goes.
That might be a penalty shot.
Scores a goal there from behind the goal.
Oh, there is a goal. Oh, and the keeper is way out of the net. A clear shot for the Warriors, and the lead is back to 9.
Yep, it is 14-5 Warriors now, just under 8 minutes to play. That's just a beautiful cut in. You look at that, just some pure athleticism on display there. The body control to be able to still make that shot as you're kind of falling down.
And the Warriors are going to a power play once again, coming 4 for 6.
Good play there by McGrone. And so there is a power play present now for Winton Woods, as there was a penalty after the goal. So 28, Michael Custers, once again takes a knee on the sideline.
Can you call Tony? My mic is off.
So we will get things underway here, as Winton Woods back in their offense.
Winton was trying to get that wide open spot.
Looking for a hole in the defense. Hairston there was looking for it again from one of his favorite spots to shoot. And coming in is Levitt.
15-5 Warriors. Now the lead is cut down to 10, and the Warriors are 5 for 7 on the power play.
And I don't know if you can tell me, Levitt's already scored, I think, a couple of times here. How many goals is he up to?
I think he's now has maybe 2 or 3.
He's already been making his presence felt so far here today.
And we still have not seen a goalkeeping change.
At this point, you may as well keep him in there and get some experience, because there's not a whole lot you can do as the lead swells to 10 for the Warriors.
As Taylor has never scored a goal since the beginning of the fourth quarter, with 2.5 minutes in, they never succeeded to score a goal. So you're all right. There should not be an there's no need to keep the keeper out without failing to score a goal.
But Taylor will look to see what they can do with the face-off here. Looking to see what they can do. Fighting for it on the ground.
And there's a violation on the face-off. And it
so
seems
it's
that
gonna
always
go
number
in the
25.
direction of Taylor.
And it seems that always number 25, always doing a face-off violation and turning the ball over to the Woods.
There we go. Walters flips it inside. Going for it on the ground there. And Winton Woods Hairston looks to make a shot wide to the left.
And Ron Benton comes off once again.
So things will get back started again.
There's been a lot of shots on target and way out of the post.
Shot launched there for Taylor by Lena Pitzer. And McGrone coming back to center with it. Tries to wing it into the center there. And it will be re-corralled by Rayvon Morrow.
So all we need to do is just milk the clock and just relax on the ball, just pass it around and don't turn the ball over.
Fighting for it up top. Morrow being checked left and right. And Michael Adai will come back up with it. At this point, I would imagine Winton Woods is looking to bleed a little bit of clock without trying to get a violation at the same time.
Yeah, because there's like a rule about that. But in hockey, you can milk out the clock. But in lacrosse, there's like a time limit, like in soccer for time wasting.
Sure.
Because in soccer, you get a yellow card.
And Taylor running upfield now. Walters looking to get his shot in. He's made it all the way this far.
And there's a flag right at the maybe 49-yard line. Maybe 39, yeah, 49-yard line.
And we'll see what we got here.
And Taylor's going to their 10th power play, coming over 9.
So taking a seat here is going to be number 1, Michael Adai. Adai going to kneel down. We'll get another look at what happened here. And there he came, led with his shoulder.
It looked like an elbow was called. But there's no reason to panic for Winton Wood, but there's a reason to panic to get a goal for Taylor to get the first goal on the power play. 0-9 under 10 power play.
Hey, let four shoot all day. Too much whip on it. Looking outside. Let's go. On in.
And getting things started back off is going to be number 6, Monica Dart for Taylor. Interesting little tidbit for those of you out there. Monica Dart is sister of Eric Dart, and relatives of Monica and Eric are actually watching in Canada right now. So in case you were wondering, this sport is global today. We say hello to the Dart contingent up in Canada, or perhaps of a different name, I don't know which, but hello and thank you for watching. As Walters here gets things started up. And a shot by Walters makes its way into the goal past the arm of Akalanana.
And Taylor cut down their lead back to 9.
6 goals now for Taylor.
As you know, you can watch the game on the internet now.
My senior year, he said I went like this, Faith came back over here.
At the first global game as Waycross has completed on did on the internet.
Alrighty. Well, so here we are with a little under 5 minutes to go in the game. And another face-off.
And so if they want to send overtime, Taylor has to get 9 unanswered goals and keep the ball control. Don't go with any chances, no shots, no clear shots, wide open shots. Taylor has to attack to send to overtime.
Yeah, there is a playbook to success here, but it does look like it would be a long shot at this point.
Yeah.
So the face-off here, fighting for it on the ground. And finally coming up with it, Fleetwood's got it running down, looking to make a score.
And a great shot. A great shot. Off balance, 16-6, Warriors. And that is his hat trick.
And just as fast as Taylor can get one scored, Winton Woods comes down the opposite end. Fleetwood looked like a man on a mission there. Just ran down unabated and just buried it in the goal.
And that's all she wrote, I think, for now. The keeper caught off guard. He thought he was going wide for the, happening for the past 10, but this one finds out the far post and nails it.
So after a grand total of 7 seconds ran off the clock, we go and face off once more. So here we go. Ball appeared to be scooped up by Winton Woods, but it is going to fall to Taylor. Running upfield with it, Marcus Henderson. Henderson looks to make a little juke there, being berated by Markel Allen.
4.5 minutes left in this game, and Ward might get their first victory after all.
Allen pressing heavy. Walters looking to get in now. And Apani working on Walters there. Ball scooped away, taken up by Winton Woods.
Winton was trying to get another goal, which he run out the clock, but they can still get called for the delay game. But it will not hurt the...
Ball on the deck, Harrison looking to score it. Just misses.
If they do get a delay game call, it will not hurt the Warriors offensive game. Because Taylor has not scored on a power play in the first 10.
And that was a beauty.
And the goal is called off. Oh, it's a good goal. The penalty flagged off, and now it's the goal. 17-6
I want
Warriors.
to take a look at the replay on that one. That was quite the angle there taken by McGrone. Nearly perpendicular to the goal, and he just wings it in from the outside there. Nice little jump action at the last second to throw the goalie off, and McGrone's got his goal.
I think the ref thought it was a crease violation for a sec, but they reviewed it, and they just think they just allowed a goal, but it's still going to hurt Turpin.
So 17-6 here for the Warriors.
And when
So we're going to take a look back here on the goals scored. Number 33 of Taylor, that's going to be Nathan Benkert. Shoved McGrone, and so there was a little bit of action there at the end of the play.
The Winton was back on the power play for the 8th time, 5 for 7 coming in. Out of 75% of the game. And Fleetwood is coming back into the game for the Warriors, taking his first goal.
Shot attempt there by Glasswood, going to sail up and over the goal. Ball going to go back to Taylor. And so things get back up and started for the Yellow Jackets. Ball bouncing across the middle there, fighting for it right now. And corralled back in by Henderson. Henderson being pressured there by Fleetwood. And now it's in the hands of Bender, who quickly dumps it off. Glasswood trying to take another shot from way outside. And again, it just kind of highlights what you've been seeing all game. They just haven't been able to get quite inside enough. All the shots have been taken from 10 to 15 yards out versus the 5 or 6 yard looks that Winton Woods has been able to convert.
And Taylor has never had a lead since the first quarter, 3 minutes in at a 2-0 lead. And Winton Woods came up firing, scoring 5 in the third, which ended with a goal by Taylor to get an extra goal.
That's a good reminder. Things were looking very different here at the beginning of the game. It looked like Taylor might come out of here with a good little upset win, but Winton Woods was able to settle down over the course of the game, and so here we stand, 17-6 with about 2:45 left in the game.
And Taylor is going to the 11th power play of the game, as there is a flag right at the 25-yard line.
If you take a look there, brutal check by Fleetwood.
Excuse me, 15-yard line with the flag.
Fleetwood, a great attacking midfielder, but also making you feel it on the defensive side.
And there is okay, no.
So Fleetwood goes ahead and takes a knee on the sideline.
Which there is
And
now.
it's Taylor on the power play.
Back on, and that's their 11th power play of the game, over 10. Trying to seek for a power play goal.
Shot almost looked to be on line there from Glasswood. Glasswood taking plenty of shots here in the fourth quarter. Hadn't been able to convert one yet.
And that has been the first
net there.
power play goal for Taylor Yellow Jackets. Now they're 1 for 11 on the power play.
Let's take a look here. Beautiful setup.
They're trying to try to get
Just
out of the
buries
sit.
it in there. That's Nathan Bender.
But there's no reason to panic for the Warriors with a 10-goal lead with 2:31 left in the game. So there's no threat for the Warriors' defense and offense right now.
Yeah, that appears to be true.
So just calmly and let's keep the ball in your hands and let's
I
let it go.
imagine Bender will probably watch that thing another time or two. That is a thing of beauty from the outside there. And here comes the face-off between Bender and Levitt. Winton Woods picking things up as Hairston runs down the field with it. Nice little spin move, but chopped out by Taylor. Ball on the ground.
And it looks
Flag out as they were fighting for it.
and Taylor is going back to the penalty kill. And Winton Woods is going down to their 9th power play, 6 for 8.
And so taking a knee on the side there is Lena Pitzer.
So Winton Woods has 75% of the power play tonight. If they succeed, they will have a 77% on the power play. They have a successful power play.
Here we go. You see McGrone working his way back into the middle of the field. Warriors looking to add to their lead here in the final minutes of the game. 2 minutes to go now.
And there's another flag, and Winton Woods is going to be on a 4-on-4. So Winton Woods is 6 for 9 on the power play. This is the flag, and it's going to be a 9-on-9 power play. And Taylor will have a abbreviated power play.
Bender, the scorer of a goal a minute ago, hands it off. Gets it back from his teammate. They're fumbling for it now. And it looks like ball is going to be taken back by Brookins.
And Winton Woods has failed on a power play. Now they finish the power play of tonight. They finish on with a 66%. And that's going to be abbreviated. It's going to be a 9-on-9 power penalty. And after the 9-on-9 foul, it's going to be abbreviated power play for the Yellow Jackets. And Coach Twitty's giving some words to number 3 for the guy who got penalized for that specific penalty.
Yep, giving him a little bit of strategy before he goes back in. Time is winding down. McGrone will soon be back in the game as a shot on goal is winged its way out of bounds.
And missed the scene left in this game. Warriors are going to get the first win of the season tonight at Charlie Frederick Stadium. And Charlie Frederick is a Hall of Fame for Winton Woods who died 2 months ago.
Oh, wow. Did not know that.
He had a heart failure.
That's a little factoid there for you. Do you know what sport he played?
No, he was just like a famous coach.
Famous coach.
And he might have been an athlete, but he's like the top Hall of Famer.
1 minute to play in regulation. 1 minute.
And here comes Winton Woods looking for one last opportunity there. Going to be missed on by Markel Allen. He was looking for it, though. And he absolutely had it, but wasn't able to capitalize. So time running down now, about 45 seconds left to go. And unless our score changes, it's going to be the Warriors coming out by 10. 17-7 will be your final score.
And Taylor might get a last goal to end the game with a loss, but not a double-digit loss.
One last effort here.
But after the ball comes to the Warriors, all you got to do is...
Coming in, Bender makes his shot just to the left side of Akalanana.
So Winton Woods has no worries, has to wrap it up. And there's...
Coming around from the backside is going to be Henderson. Henderson looking to dodge and juke and see if he can get inside there. And ball was expelled. He was hit as he was trying to throw.
And there's the last. This is going to be the last whistle of the game, and 3 seconds left in the game.
We are 3 seconds away, and time is going to go ahead and run off.
And that's all she wrote for. And the Warriors went 17-7. And the Warriors team is hustling in the field.
Final score.
Warriors are so psyched, and thank you for tuning in for the Global Internet game for Winton Woods Warriors and Taylor Yellow Jacket.
He's been Quackenbush. I'm Nathaniel Hipsley, and we will see you next time here at Waycross.